If you're going to be borrowing money at 40% per annum, right, I think you're going to fail, right? That is unaffordable. It doesn't make any sense, right? In Zambia, the biggest crisis is that it's really hard to access money for growth and affordable money. For us at Java, I started off using personal funds. I had worked for quite a long time before I set up the business. So I used all my personal savings, and then I did a friends and family round, which is basically going to people who know you and who trust you and who know you're not going to take their money and buy a Benz. And I did that round very early on with I think 6 people who gave 50K each, and we put that in the business to grow it. And then in 2018 we did a very big round. We raised $5 million and from 2 very big investors.
Business people last week, and we're talking, and I shared the experience of why one of my businesses crashed. And like you all know, if I'm running 4 businesses, I don't take money from this business and give this business. No. Even when I do, it's a borrow. So I like taking fresh loan. Many of you that look at my content, I borrow a lot. But I've not told you guys about one that burnt me, okay? Anyway, welcome to Knowing with Sam. I'm going to talk about why very high interest loans are killing many of you and your businesses, okay? About 5 years ago, I took a loan. I used my property and a fixed deposit I have as collateral, and I borrowed about 29 million from a bank, and it was borrowed at I think 39% interest. 39% interest, yes. Anyway, when I finished paying, I found that it was supposed to be 40 million paying back, borrowed 29, paying back 40 million. But it was the worst loan I've ever taken, and I struggled. I defaulted a couple of times, and they harassed the living daylight that they were going to sell my property and freeze my fixed deposit. Anyway, at the end of it, finished paying the loan, I paid back about 47 million because they kept adding interest. But hello, welcome to Knowing with Sam. I just want to talk about why the real reason why your business never grows due to the deadly loan interest, using my own experience. The first one is your profit is going directly to interest, not growth. Yes, you're working every month, but most of the money goes back to your loan repayment instead of expanding your business, buying equipment, increasing stock, getting the best staff. Like my time, I spent most of the time struggling to pay that loan, and for some reasons it seemed like my village people were after me. Things were not just working because I did the research. It wasn't, I'm not a careless borrower. There's always a prospect before I borrow. What happened? I prospected some things that were doing well, and I was selling it to hotels, and it was doing well, and I was acquiring more hotels, and 750K each of the hotels. That's what they're doing, and I projected about 11.5 million. Yes, that's what I was going to be getting every month. So paying a hotel 3.4 million every month is nothing compared to what I was doing before. But anyway, 3 months into the project, I was having all kinds of problems due to some laws in the country and some certain things. And I started struggling. You were projecting 11 million a month, and part of it you're supposed to be paying 3.4, which is no big deal. I was still keeping about 6 point something to myself. And the first 1, 2, 3 months, things were going. By the 4th month, they started crashing, and they dealt with me. So part of what I'm saying is that part of the reason, the number 2 reason is that high interest kills cash flow. Yes, when I was repaying the loan, I was affecting me. I was struggling. It was affecting salary, it was affecting rent, it was affecting fuel and operational costs and all that, and things were suffering. The 3rd reason why you struggle for your loan is that you borrow for consumption, not assets. Okay, many businesses take loans for lifestyle, unnecessary expansion, parties, expensive cars instead of income producing assets. Yes, many people do that. I didn't do that, but I sit back and look. I tampered with the loan. I'm looking at it because there was a time I used 1 point something million to pay school fees from the loan. Normally I shouldn't have done that. Yes, I took 1 point something million out to pay my daughter's school fees from it, and I shouldn't have done that. So number 4 again, why your loans have issues are loan pressure force bad decisions. Okay, when you're desperate to repay loan, okay, it can lead you to poor pricing, panic selling, bad partnership, or accepting low profit jobs. That's what happened to me when I was struggling. And I now pivoted from hotels to restaurants to offer the same services, and they couldn't afford what hotels were giving me. These are 5-star hotels, so I went to 5-star restaurants. So instead of me generating 750, these guys were giving me 350, 250. I was accepting because I just wanted to pay my loan. You see that how my own experience, I started accepting all kinds of jobs. Sometimes things were suffering, diesel was suffering, all kinds of things. Number 5, compound interest turns small debt into monsters. my story, like I said, 3.4 million every month. I was supposed to pay back about 39. I borrowed 29. I was supposed to be about 39, or 40 million. He ended up, because compound interest, I was defaulting. He came to about 47 million. So when you're borrowing, be careful, because immediately you're defaulting, whether you're defaulting on that 20,000 naira OPay or 100 million naira bank, they will increase the profits. Punch the numbers. Many of us do not look at it. But I was looking at mine every month, and I saw it increase. And I challenged the bank. Sometimes they removed some, sometimes they gave me my contract. You know, so what you can do is that these are solutions of what you can do from my own experience, how I'm able to deal with it. I still take loan now, but I'm very careful. That loan that I took that almost choked me was because it wasn't well calculated. Okay, now the first rule is that borrow only for income producing assets. That was an income producing business. I'll call it an asset, but it wasn't a sure banker. So I've learned that. Okay, take loans for things that generate cash, equipment, inventory, expansion, or system that increase revenue. Things that increase revenue, not frivolous things. Okay. Number two, reduce expensive short-term debt. Yes, many of us avoid high interest loans with when possible. Negotiate better terms, refinance or low. So that part of why I paid, I got somebody that gave me lower terms. So I took the loan from those who wiped out their own, and I started servicing the other people. Okay, so that's why I did it. Improve cash flow before expanding. Make sure, many of us are squeezed. You're not making enough money and you're setting up another branch or setting up another business. That is a killer. You're shooting yourself on the foot. Make sure your cash flow is improved. Okay, the number one reason why a lot of businesses die is cash flow. Cash flow is the oxygen of your business. Go check it out. Cash flow is the oxygen. They cut here now, I will pass out, I can't breathe. That's what cash flow is to your business. Okay, you must make sure, focus on increasing your sales, and sales will translate to cash flow and reducing waste. Okay, so that's part of it. Collect your debt faster. Okay, and the fourth one is separate business ego from business reality. Yes, most of what we see are business egos. You know, I want to get official car, I want it in that location, I want to get the top manager. No, start with what you have. Start from home. You can't afford an office. Focus on, you know, so don't use loans to fund lifestyle. Okay, impress people or maintain appearance to make it look like we're corporates. I see a lot of people do that. They rent a shop, they are not even sure paying the next year. You go and rent a shop of 8 million naira. You don't even know how you're going to pay the naira. You're relying on the business if it brings it. No, that is biting more than you can chew. Okay, create extra income source if you can to support that in case you're carrying a lot of financial risk. Think of a way that you can squeeze out to make extra income source. All right, these are just my few. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing my life and my mistakes and what I learned. If there's anything that interests you, you can leave a comment and a question. If I think I want to answer, I'll do that. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.